it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. It's Tuesday, and I'm back home in the kitchen. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be home and to cook some home-cooked food. Oh my goodness, we had such a great time at the beach at the bachelorette trip, and we had so much fun. We had so much food. We had so many laughs. Oh my gosh, we had all the things, including the juvenile fun things, but oh my gosh, we had all the things, and it was great. We're so glad to be home, and we're so glad that we made it home safely, and that we're all healthy and well in our travels, because unfortunately COVID is gearing up again in our town. So guys, I'm excited to be home, and I like to cook easy, delicious, low-carb keto meals, and tonight is no exception. We're having Philly cheesesteaks, and tonight I'm making my Philly cheesesteak with ground beef, which makes it even cheaper than steak, and I personally like it better. So the recipe is going to be in this post, but guys, I mean, this is so easy, you don't even need a recipe. So far, what I've done is I took 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm using some lean ground beef. I think it's 93%. I cooked it and drained it of all the grease, and then I seasoned it with my Flavor Guide seasoning. So if you have some steak seasoning, you definitely want to use that, because I only have a little bit, and I got to have it for my hamburgers this weekend. I'm mixing it with my taco cheesy and my steak seasoning. So you can use a fajita seasoning. You can really use anything you'd like. This is Philly cheesesteak. So we are doing ground beef this time instead of sliced steak, but I do it both ways. We season the ground beef with a little bit of steak and a little bit of taco seasoning. And now we have some sliced peppers. So I use a red pepper, an orange pepper, and a green pepper to mix it all up. I also seasoned it with my Flavor Guides Taco Tuesday because I'm almost out of steak seasoning. And it's almost done, so now I'm going to add in my sliced onion. All the vegetables are going to make this amazing. I've got my ground beef cooked, and we just moved it over to a baking dish. And I got a big, thick skillet cooking all these veggies. My husband and my daughter love this, so I'm cooking a lot of it. And they are going to be eating theirs on the low-carb tortilla wrap, the carb, what's it called, carb balance. They're like 3 carbs, I think, a wrap. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to eat it on my plate. I may top it off with some hot sauce and some sour cream. That's what I like to mix it with. You can also add some Worcestershire to it, or actually some steak seasoning. Like I like G. Hughes steak sauce. It's so good. I might do that. I don't know. But anyway, this is just a super easy, delicious meal. Just cutting up these onions. I forgot some thin pieces. We'll stir this in, and we're going to season it some more with some steak and taco seasoning. That's what I'm deciding to do today. And guys, after the vegetables are done, so easy. All we're going to do is pile it up in this baking dish. We're going to wrap it all up together, mix it up together, and we're going to top it off with some provolone cheese because it's Philly cheesesteak. You can use mozzarella too if you would rather. I like mozzarella cheese on my Philly cheesesteaks. And then we're just going to put it in the oven and let it melt. So everything's going to be cooked when we put it in the oven. I've got my oven on 350. We'll just let that cheese melt, and then we will have dinner in less than 30 minutes, which is what I always like to do in my kitchen. So guys, I'm curious where you're watching from and what you're doing for dinner tonight. I'm here to answer any questions you guys have, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our trip. And I'm definitely going to tell you all the food that we had. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. And look at these vegetables. I mean, I got a lot of onions, and more onions than peppers, but the onions haven't cooked down like the peppers yet. But that is going to be mixed up in our ground beef for the Philly cheesesteaks. And let me show you these balanced wraps. Let's see. My husband really enjoys these. I rarely do. It's called Mission Carb Balance, and we'll turn it around this way so you guys can see. Mission Carb Balance. There's 4 net carbs. I'm sorry, I said 3. It's 4 net carbs in this. I think this is flour. Yeah, flour tortilla. They also have wheat. Maybe those are the ones that have 3 carbs. I don't know. I don't use these very often at all, but Ricky does enjoy them, so I got this for his Philly cheesesteak. I'm just going to have mine right on the plate with some sour cream and some hot sauce, and Ricky will wrap his up. You can do it either way. It's up to you. You know how many carbs you've had today and what is going to make you feel good and where it fits into your day. Today, I haven't had any carbs other than my ketones. And guys, let me just tell you, on my trip, my saving grace was my ketones. Oh my gosh, those girls. I am not 30 anymore. I've told all of my coworkers today, like, I know for a fact after this weekend that I can never pretend like I'm 30 years old, because I 100% am not able to hang with them girls. Oh my Lord. Y'all, they kept me up till 2 o'clock in the morning. They kept me up till 3 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get there in the room till 11 p.m. So, We had a wild, wild weekend. So let me show you, in case some of you have seen this before. This is my saving grace. I'm telling you, I woke up every day to it. I had 3 a day. So I had one in the morning to get my butt going. I had one around noon while everybody else had sandwiches and chips. And then I had one in the afternoons before dinner. This was my saving grace. Now, with that said, this made me feel good the whole weekend, but I still overindulged. Oh my gosh. We went to this place called Firefly. We were in Panama City, Florida, Panama City Beach. We went to Firefly that has like the bomb steaks. It's like an upscale dining, amazing dinner. Oh my gosh. I had she crab soup that is not keto. I had a steak. I had a sushi roll, not keto. And then the next day, I drank the heck out of my nap. I didn't get any exercise in this weekend. The next day we had crab legs. They were so delicious. They were so yummy. And then we had fish, and we had some mozzarella cheese sticks. Oh my gosh. We had some sauteed crab claws. We had tuna dip. Like, we had all the foods, guys, and we shared it with a table of 6, but we had a lot of food. So I had a very enjoyable weekend. We had lots of fun. We played games. Yes, we had some fun at the beach, and we just had fun laughing, and my daughter was so happy. She had one of the best weekends with her girlfriends, and I had a blast too. So I was so thankful to be invited. I mean, seriously, it was awesome. But I am not 30. I need to understand that, because I cannot stay up all hours of the day and night and get up the next morning and do it all over again. Oh my Lord, I need a break. I need some sleep, guys. All right, so if you need fat loss, you need energy focus, put NAT in the comments. I will tell you how this stuff works, and it was amazing. Definitely kept me feeling good. With all the indulgence, there's no doubt I'm not in ketosis. I mean, no doubt I'm in ketosis. That's okay. That's okay. I made choices, and now I'm working myself right back on track. This is a lifestyle, right? I'm living life. And I've been doing this for 4 years, so I'm not strict every single day. I'm not. But that's what I love about this lifestyle, because I don't have to be anymore. 4 years in, I can go on weekend trips like this, not go nuts, but have the mozzarella stick, have the tuna dip, not a whole bowl, not a whole serving, but I can indulge and have things that I normally wouldn't, still come home, live an awesome, amazing life where I feel great. Even though I'm not 30, I still feel good after all the fun and the shenanigans. So, guys, we had a great time. Thank you for following me and to sticking with me, even when I'm not in the kitchen every day. But I am home, and I'm really excited. So this recipe, guys, is super simple. It is a Philly cheesesteak. I'm personally using ground beef because I think it's cheaper. It tastes very good, and it's easy to cook, fast to cook. We've got our oven on 350, and I'm fixing to show you what I'm doing with this, and then we're going to put it in the oven. So let me know, guys, if you have any questions about keto, any questions about Keto Nat, or anything I can help you with, guys, at all, because we're going to talk for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to jump off here because, like I said, this girl's got to get some rest. So we are right now fixing our vegetables for the Philly cheesesteak. And the vegetables I'm using is, of course, sliced onion. I used a white onion. And then we are cooking up some bell pepper. I used a red, an orange, and a green bell pepper. And we just sliced everything up super thin so that it'll cook fast. And I'm cooking them in butter. So I had about 2 or 3 tablespoons. And I'm seasoning it with both a steak seasoning. This is Flavor God's steak and chop rub, and it's fantastic. But I don't have a lot of it, so I'm being very sparingly with my steak sauce. I love it on my hamburgers, and we're having hamburgers this weekend. So because of that, I'm mixing it up, and I'm using my Flavor God's Taco Tuesday seasoning too. So we're doing steak and taco seasoning, and you can use fajita seasoning. You can use whatever you like. This is yours, but we are making a Philly cheesesteak style casserole. So my vegetables are really cooking down good. I want to pretty much have them cooked. I don't like them crunchy, because what we're going to do is we're going to mix it up with our ground beef. I'm using ground beef. You can use sliced steak too. Sometimes I do sliced steak. But we're going to use ground beef tonight. And what we're going to do is mix up our vegetables with the ground beef that I also seasoned with steak seasoning and a little taco seasoning. We're going to mix it up over here in our baking dish, and then we're going to add it to the oven. So I've got some provolone cheese that we're going to put over the top. If you want to use mozzarella cheese, you can use mozzarella cheese. We're just going to mix this together, and when the cheese is melted, dinner is done. Another fantastic dinner in less than 30 minutes, and We cook this on occasion when I'm really tired. When I'm really tired, we cook this a lot because it's easy. And it'll go a long way. So we'll definitely have leftovers tomorrow unless Ricky and Haley both go crazy. This is a lot of food. I'm using 2 pounds of ground beef and a whole skillet full of veggies. So it is quite a bit. And let me see if you guys have any questions while we're waiting on these veggies to cook. I hope you've had a great weekend. I certainly did. And we have another weekend coming up this weekend, right? It's 4th of July weekend. So we'll have a pool party here with the family, hopefully. I think it's supposed to be a pretty high chance of rain, so I'm crossing my fingers that the rain stays away until after the weekend, but we'll see. You know what? If it rains, it'll be all right. I'm going to rest if it does. And if it rains, we may go to the clubhouse and just rest up there. So we're playing it by ear, but the plan right now is to have a pool party on Saturday. So with that being said, this week, you guys know what I'm going to be doing. We just had some overindulgence, so this week I'm going to be taking it slow and simple. I'm going to do my best to take some breaks at work and walk, and I'm definitely going to do my best to eat as low carb as I can this week without fasting. I'm not going to go nuts and do another whole 60-hour fast, but I'm going to keep myself on track, feeling good, so that we can do it all over again this weekend. Now, let me tell you, guys, if you're new to keto, if you're new to low carb, or if you're new to this page, I 100% do not recommend that you go off keto or cheat within your first month. You really, really need to focus your first 4 to 6 weeks. I prefer 6 to 8 weeks. This is the reason. It's not that you can't have an onion ring. It's not that you can't have a mozzarella fried stick. What is the problem, though, is that if you're not fully adapted, which means your body is not saying, hey, this feels great. What are these things called ketones? Like this, your body loves ketones. Your ketones are a fuel source. And when your body is adapted to know what these ketones are, when you're creating them, your body will be like, oh my gosh. When you eat that mozzarella stick, your body's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is this? Get this out, and your body will seriously push through those carbs, metabolizing right back into ketosis. So what we call that is fat adapted. People make it sound so complicated, but it's not. Fat adaptation means that your body is consistently creating ketones so that when you do eat more carbs, whether it be keto carbs or non-keto carbs, when you eat more, your body will rush through and push those out or metabolize them out faster and put you right back in ketosis. This is the problem. If you you're just started, and 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in, you're like, oh, I'm going to eat keto during the week, or I'm going to eat low carb during the week, and on the weekend, I'm not going to go crazy, but I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat baked potatoes, I'm going to eat chips, I'm going to eat desserts, because it's a holiday weekend, right? If that is you, you're never going to get into that place we call fat adaptation, because your body is never going to be consistent. Your body is going to be confused. You definitely will not lose nearly as much or as fast as you want to. So I'm going to recommend that you really hold off on what I call off keto choices instead of cheating, because that sounds awful. I call it off keto choices, and that means I choose to eat more carbs or something that's not the greatest for me, like a piece of pizza or a piece of pie. And that is a rare occasion for me. As much as you guys watch this page has been up for 4 years. It is very rare that I go off keto for more than a choice or a day. Most of the time it's a meal. But I'm always, always excited to get back home in my kitchen where I can control and taste the food that's amazing in my kitchen. So somebody asked what's on my shoulder. I tried to scrub this off and it didn't come off. It's kind of embarrassing. But my daughter's bachelorette party was this weekend, and she wanted us all to wear tattoos the last night. So I think it says Bride Tribe. And we all had like shoulder shirts, or anyway, we had so much fun. So much fun. I'm glad to be home. All right, guys, what questions do you have? Anything about keto, anything about the keto nat drink that I absolutely love and is my saving grace on most every occasion? Let me know what questions you have. I'm going to stir these vegetables up real fast. We're going to mix up our casserole, and then I'm going to sit down for a few minutes to see what questions you have, if I can help you with anything. What do you drink normally? Mostly, I drink water. That's all I drink. I drink water and I drink keto nat. I don't have sweet tea. I don't have unsweet tea. I rarely have coffee. And I love coffee, but my teeth are sensitive. That's the only reason I don't have it. And it kind of upsets my stomach sometimes. But I primarily drink water and keto nat. Now, if I'm going to have an adult cocktail, it's going to be a no carb or very low carb, and very rare. I don't drink them often at all. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your body. It's just not. I hate it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you the truth. Now, this weekend, I had quite a few adult beverages because we were having fun, right? We were just at a bachelorette party, just having all the good times. Very safe and responsible. And I definitely stuck to the low-carb options, which are ketones. All right, we're taking our meal. We're going to mix it all up. We're going to top it off with some provolone. Keep the questions coming. And if you're just tuning in, we're making a Philly cheesesteak and a casserole dish. Yes, and a casserole dish. And we're just mixing up our ground beef that we seasoned with steak and taco seasoning. I did a mix. And we're adding in our vegetables, which was sliced onion and sliced bell pepper, cooked in butter, also seasoned with steak seasoning and taco seasoning. Oh my gosh, this looks fantastic already. It don't even need any cheese. This is just awesome. Let me show it to you. Oh my Lord. I love food like this. I can eat anything in a casserole dish. You put a casserole together, woo, I'm excited. Ricky's gonna come in and say, where's the meat? All right, let me show you what this looks like before I put the cheese on. I do have some provolone cheese because we're calling this a Philly cheesesteak. You can use mozzarella if you prefer, but look how beautiful that looks. Yes, I could eat it just like this. You ain't got to do nothing else. You ain't got to melt nothing on there. I can eat it right out of this bowl. Yum, yum, yum. Now, because we did season it all, I'm still going to put a little bit more taco seasoning on top. Actually, a little bit of steak seasoning because the taco's gone. Oh, just a little bit. Trying to go sparingly with that because I got to have it for this weekend. If you guys have not tried Flavor Guides, one that I absolutely love is called the Steak and Chop Rub. And I use it on hamburgers. I use it in this casserole. I do use it sometimes on pork steak, but I love the Steak and Chop Rub. Steak and Chop Rub, yeah, that's it. All right. So let me top this off with some provolone cheese. And look, I got two different kinds. I got a regular provolone, and then I got one that says smoke. Never heard of smoked provolone, but there's no carbs in either one. So I thought, we'll mix it up and do some smoked provolone, whatever that is, and some regular provolone. And we got our oven on 350. And when the cheese melts, this is good to go. Everything is cooked and ready. Ooh, this looks good, y'all. So I'm curious, what is your favorite casserole? Like, do you guys love casseroles like I do? Ricky is not a huge casserole fan, and I just want to slap him sometimes. I'm like, boy, this is like the best thing. Casseroles are usually very inexpensive. You can heat them up so easily. You can freeze them. You can take them for lunch. Like, I love casseroles. Love, love, love them. Okay. If I can open it. Where's my knife? Where'd the knife go? What is it? I guess I lost it. Oh, here it is. A little bit of smoked provolone and a little bit of regular provolone. You can do as much or as little as you want. I love cheese. Y'all know I love some cheese. You ain't got to use all the cheese I do. I mean, why not? No. All right. Topped with some provolone. Now it's going in the oven. All right. Back to your questions. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Pioneer Woman baking dish. It sure is, Karen. I think they're so cute. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that. Didn't even ask. Jennifer says, for the 4 to 8 weeks of strict keto, can you still eat carbs as long as you stay at 25? Yes. So specifically low carb tortilla wraps, yes. As long as you keep your carb counts at 25 or less, if you're keto, which is a great question. So I love keto because I love ketones. I love the way I feel. I love the way I've totally taken control of my life. But I also do recommend low carb. So some people are like 100%, I want to be in ketosis. I want to eat keto. And that is 25 or less net carbs or total a day. Now, that doesn't matter, honestly, what you choose, but I like to recommend simple, clean keto. So that's why I don't like the carb wraps. Ricky loves them. I prefer to just eat the veggies and the meat. That doesn't mean I never do. It just means that I really like to recommend simple, clean keto. So lean meats, low carb veggies, cooked in healthy fats. Keep it simple, keep it delicious, and you will see results. But yes, within your first 6 to 8 weeks is what I'd recommend. You want to keep those carb counts low. And then after that, you know, if you feel like you want to make an off keto choice, then do it. Just don't make it a off keto day. Don't make it an off keto weekend. Just do a choice, and then you will feel great. Janet says, can you still benefit if you split the drink? You can, Janet. The goal would be to drink one full drink at a time. But yes, you can split it if you want to, and you could get some benefits. It just would not be the same benefits. So that's just the truth. I definitely want you to try to add up that to one drink at a time. And you want to drink them within 35 to 40 minutes. All right, any other questions? Let's see. What does the keto nat drink do? Grace, oh my goodness, they're so good. They put you in ketosis, first of all. So in case you guys didn't see, this is keto nat. I love it. I drink it every day. I love it. It gives you fat loss, focus, energy, better sleep, better mood, better digestion, better skin. I mean, all the things. This thing is delicious and it works. So I have a lot of friends that drink this on a daily basis and are on monthly programs purchasing this because it tastes great and it works. So what it does, Grace, is it puts you in ketosis. So when you drink this, within 60 minutes, you're in ketosis. It can be proven through blood testing, but you're in ketosis, which gives you all of those amazing benefits. So everyone can be in ketosis if you're drinking Keto Nat. And a lot of people want to be in ketosis, but they don't want to be so strict with their food. So they drink a Keto Nat to start their day like I do, or when they need that extra boost of energy and appetite control. So they go into ketosis in the afternoon. I have a lot of nurses that work nights or afternoons, and they drink this in the afternoons instead of the mornings. But what it does is put you in ketosis, giving you appetite control, energy, focus, better sleep, better mood, better skin, better all the things. I'm telling you, it works and it's amazing. So that's what it does, Grace. It's not a requirement for you to use it, but if you do, you will love it. There's very few people I talk to who do not like the drink. Grace, I will send you some information. Anyone who needs information on NAT or would like information, put NAT in the comments. NAT for NAT, and I will send you some information. Thank you, Carol. I love this dish. It is so yummy and fast and inexpensive, and it's in the oven now on 350. Most men aren't. They want their side dish of meat. Yeah, you're right, Carol. They love that meat inside. They want some meat and taters, don't they? Ricky hasn't had any potatoes at my house in a long time. Now, when we go out to eat, he will have a potato. I am from Tennessee, Marcus. How big will your portion be when I eat that dinner? Heather, I don't know. I just take a spoon and put it on my plate. So this is how I kind of portion things. For myself, I haven't eaten today, so it's not going to be too much. At the same time, I'm not just going to eat and eat and eat and eat. So I really like to make a normal size plate, which normally would be like the palm of your hand for a meat, and a cup or a half a cup of veggies. I normally go with the palm of my hand meat and a cup of veggies. If I'm still hungry, I'll get some more. If I'm not, which I'm normally not, I'm done. So I usually just make a normal portion size plate. With the casserole, I definitely will get a cup of this casserole, and if I need more, I'll get more. Now, I used to, when I very first started, I'm hardcore. They used to call me Hardcore Amy. That's what my day was back in the gym days. Hardcore Amy. Like, I 150% do everything the way I want to do it, and I'm 150% involved. So in the very beginning, I measured everything. I used tablespoons and I used cups, and I measured everything, so I knew what I was doing. That is not a sustainable lifestyle to me. But because I did it for so long, I can look at a plate and say, oh, that's a cup. But if you need to measure, measure, because you want to get yourself on track. And if you're like me, then you need that. That's how I always have been. I'm not going to tell you guys that you have to go out and measure every single thing you eat. I don't log it, I don't measure it, but I do want to make sure that you're not overeating. So the thing is, you want to make sure that you stop when you're full. If you will make yourself a sensible size plate when you're eating keto, more than likely you're going to get full, because we're cooking with healthy fats that keep you full, and those low carb veggies also keep you full. that most of the time you're not craving foods, you're not wanting as much food, you get full much faster. So make a sensible size plate. So the palm of your hand is what they say is about 6 to 8 ounces of a protein and a cup of vegetables. And if you need more, go back and get more. But just know how many carbs you're eating if you are going back for that second plate. The meat, most of the time, doesn't have any carbs. And I don't want you to be afraid of proteins. Proteins are good for us. Our hair, skin, and nail, and our bones need meat. Or muscle, I'm sorry. Thank you, Donna. I'm so glad that you're doing well, and I'm so glad that you're losing. And guys, I'm here to help each of you. So if you have questions, make sure you put them in the comments or send me a message. I'm here to help you all as much as I possibly can. I've been doing this for a while, and I absolutely love my new life, and I love to help other people get to that same place. Kathy says my keto packages are different. Look, yes. So thank you for bringing that up, Kathy. So we have 2 packages. Let me see if I got one of the other ones. Oh, I think I do. Yes. So we have 2 packages. It is the same product. Yes. I have a flat pack and a fat pack. I call this the fat and this is the flat. This is the exact same product, exact same amount, exact same ketones, exact same energy, appetite control. The difference is the machine that packages this can package it much faster. So a lot of times if you're getting our challenge box, it's always on sale for new customers, which if you're asking for that, I'm going to recommend that box. You'll get the fat pack instead of the flat pack. But it's only because they can package it so fast. So we can have it on hand, ready to ship every single day. But that's the only reason. So I hate it that it's that way, but it is what it is. We have a flat pack and a fat pack. Same product, same amount, same ketosis, same awesomeness. So great question. Thank you for asking, Kathy. All right. 8 weeks in, Janet, I'm so happy for you. She says no cravings, and she does not miss the carbs. I can tell you that is so true, and people think I'm crazy, but until you do it, you just can't understand. Because we all have been 100% taught to eat differently and to always finish our plate and to always have breakfast, lunch, and dinner and to always. And the fact is, if you research, you will find that we have 100% been misled by a lot of food companies and pharmacies, or not pharmacies, but drug companies, because they want to keep us not feeling good so they can sell us drugs. Sorry, I gotta get on my soapbox, but guys, I'm telling you, I feel the best that I have in my entire life at 45 years old. I may not be 30, which I learned this weekend at a bachelorette trip, but I feel the best I ever have. And it's all thanks to food and my lifestyle. Keeping things simple, having fun, keeping my stress down, and food has a huge part to play in that. So I can tell you, I learned so much when I finally decided to do my own research. Oh, Regina, I'm telling you, girl, I've seen so many people lose 100 pounds. You can totally do it. And I'm here to help. If you want getting started tips, just send me a message. Cindy says, do you drink your nap before or after you exercise? I love this program and your help. Thank you, Cindy. So my husband likes to drink them before he exercises, and he loves the gym, and he'll drink these about an hour before because it gives him energy to go further and faster at the gym. I personally don't go to the gym every day. I rarely do. As a matter of fact, I rarely do, but I do love to move my body when I can. I'm a business owner, and I'm busy all the time, even busier than my husband, who never sits down hardly, but my busy is a lot different than his. So I like mine in the mornings to start my day with the energy I need and the focus and the fat loss and appetite control I need every day. But you can do them before you exercise or after. You can use these anytime you need energy or appetite control. That's what I always recommend. Now, they'll give you that energy if you drink them an hour before exercise because they're putting you in ketosis, which gives you that energy. Do they break a fast? Absolutely not, Allison. And I love that question. So many people ask that question and they're afraid to drink them in a fast. But this is the thing. You can totally drink these in a fast. They make your fast easy. They make your fast better. And there's only 50 calories in this flavor. There are 45 to 50 calories. None of them are more than 50 calories. And if you ask most physicians, they will tell you that if you're in a fat fast, which means you're fasting to burn calories and to burn fat, then you can have at a max 150 calories in your fast. Do I recommend it? No. But drinking ketones in your fast is amazing and will definitely get you fat adapted very fast and get you where you want to be in those results. I love to intermittent fast, and I intermittent fast daily with my Keto Nat. I get confused when I research keto. Rosalie, I totally get it. That's why I love this page, because I like to keep things simple. And I don't like to talk about macros and all the BS that comes with keto, because it is not necessary for you to have a lifestyle living keto, following macro diets. A lot of people associate keto with macros, keto with carbs, keto with fats, keto with protein. I focus on carbs alone, and I keep it super simple. I have done it for 4 years, and I feel amazing, and I've kept the weight off, and that's what I recommend, because if you keep your focus on macros, you will not sustain, because there's no way. There's just no way. No one's going to log all their food and keep a pie graph of all the percentages they've had all day. It just doesn't make sense for a long-time lifestyle change that most of us need. Like, we don't need to lose 10 pounds. We need to lose 50 pounds. We need to lose 75 pounds. We need to lose 30 pounds. We need to lose pounds, but it's not just about pounds. It's about better health. And the only way we can keep that under control is to find a new lifestyle. And this is it, guys. Low carb or keto is the way to go as far as I'm concerned. I've done it for the first time in my entire life, and I feel the best I ever have eating this way. Does the keto cream break your fast? Jennifer, the keto cream is actually considered a meal. It's 150 to 170 calories. You can definitely have it during your fast, but there's more in that product. This is just ketones. The keto cream has MCT oils. It has collagen. It has, I don't think it has any protein, but I don't have one with me. Oh, what do I? I think I do. Let me see it. So I do have a keto cream. The keto cream, of course, it has fat in it. So it's got fat. It's got this one has 130 calories. It's got protein, very few, but it's got a little bit of protein. So I mean, this is actually considered a meal. It's not ketones. Ketones put you in ketosis. This just helps you live that keto lifestyle, and the collagen in this is amazing. The MCT in this is amazing. The CMed 100 is amazing, but this really is considered a meal. So I probably would have this as you're coming off your fast. What kind of business do we have? An occupational health business. So we do work-related testing, injury assessments, drug testing, physicals, hearing tests, vision tests, workers' comp. We do a lot of different things. We love it, but we're very, very busy. And we have 29, I think, total staff members right now. So it's just always something, you know, busy. I love it. Love our work. But I'm always on go, right? Just want to let you know that I bought the Arnold's keto bread and it's okay. I don't like it, Cindy. Not that I wouldn't buy it. That was the first time I had it this weekend. It's all the Walmart had, but at least they had a keto option, right? So I bought it. I did not like it nearly the same as I do Lewis Bakery keto bread. But with those packaged breads, I really try to only have them on occasion anyway, because they're I don't care what anybody says. When you have a package of bread that will stay on your counter for weeks without molding, there's something in there that just can't be normal. So even though it may say 1 net carb or 0 net carbs or 3 net carbs, I personally try to keep simple, clean keto as much as humanly possible, eating lean meats, low carb veggies, cooking healthy fat. And on occasion, I will have that keto bread or a keto cupcake or a keto packaged sweet treat like a Atkins, but it would be very rare for me. I really, really like to keep it simple, clean as much as possible, knowing I'm not perfect, knowing full well, you guys know what I had this weekend, 100% always transparent. I do have those things on occasion, but I really do try to keep them very occasional. During the summer, we do a lot of grilling. So at the pool, we have hamburgers and hot dogs quite often. So I will have a Lewis Bakery keto bun or a bread toasted for my hamburgers instead of always doing a lettuce wrap. But I love the Shuffles, Doris. Oh my goodness, the Shuffles are so much better than the store-bought bread, 100%. Summer says she's fallen off the wagon. Oh no! I need to refocus stat. Well, you can do it. Summer, you do a lot. Okay, no matter what. Even if you're drinking keto now, you still have to focus. You still have to keep your mind like, I struggle just like anybody else. I struggle just like anybody else. But you have to always keep some focus. And that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. But you have to know what you're doing this for. Like, what is your why? Is your why so that you can live longer for your kids? Is your why so you can play and go on vacation with your grandkids? Is your why because you don't want to die in 5 months? Is your doctor literally told you you're going to die if you don't get this off your body? Is your why so you can walk in the grocery store instead of riding a cart? Is your why, so you can work another 10 years to take care of your, failing health of a spouse? What is your why? Like, we have to have a why. It can't just be because you want to be a size 4. I mean, that's not a reason for you to stay on track. It's not a reason for you to focus. It's not a reason for you to redirect, because none of us are perfect and we're going to have days where we fall off a wagon, Summer. But the thing is, it doesn't ruin your progress. You just have to keep that focus. Like, what is your why? And if you don't know what it is, guys, dig deep. Like, why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Like, who are you doing this for? Is it for you? Is it for your confidence? Is it for your health? Is it for your butt? I don't care. What is it? Like, what is your why? Like, you have to know what your why is, and then make sure that we stick to that. Just keep a focus of what you're doing this for. Do you eat lunch or drink nap? Michelle, some days I have nap, some days I have lunch. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. I never keep myself from food. Keeping myself from food 100% is not going to create a lifestyle, right? If we keep ourselves from food, then we feel like we're, I can't think of the word. We'll feel like we're, depriving ourselves. I'm not going to keep myself from food. Now, I do personally decide to do an extended fast every month for myself because I'm a food addict. So, like, I 100% every single month will say, today's the day, putting the food away. And I will go 60 hours or 40 hours, 45 hours, just depends. But I will do that myself to keep myself on track as a food addict, to keep myself in check, to keep my why in front of me. I choose to do that. But I'm never going to just keep myself from food unless there's a reason. My doctor was so surprised I lost 40 pounds in a year. I told him it was because I have watched you and you have helped me so much. I'm eating so better, 72, and if I can do it, any young person can do it, 100%. Thank you, Sandra. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. I'm so happy for you. And that 40 pounds, I'm telling you, a lot of people say, oh, I only lost 40 pounds. Like, what? You only lost 40 pounds? Guys, I only lost 37 or 38 pounds from the beginning. That's all I really needed to. I could lose some weight now, but I'm happy. I like curves. I'm living a lifestyle. I feel great. I just don't focus on the scales. I 100% do not focus on the scales. And that's amazing, Sandra. Thank you so much for sharing. I'll give her some hearts. Carol says she's totally fell off the wagon the last 2 weeks and put 6 pounds back on it and is disappointed, but it's okay, Carol. You just keep on going. She says she's got to start over, and you know what? Sometimes we do. Just keep that why in front of you. Like, what is your why? And here we go. Cindy said her why is to get off those diabetic medications, and you can totally do it. I have seen so many people following this page who have come off so many medications, and it just makes my heart smile. It gives me goosebumps because I'm telling you, we're not made to be on all these medications. It's just not what God intends for us. He wants us to be healthy and happy and to live a life that promotes Him, right? And how can we do that if we're so depressed and we stay in the house and we don't even leave? Like, we don't talk to people because we're scared to talk to people. Like, how can we be the person God wants us to be when we're on all these medications and depressed and sad and hiding? Like, I've hidden in my life. I know you guys have too. I know there's tons of you that are just like me. And we can't be the person we're supposed to be. So I love that. Thank you, Janet, for sharing. You guys are awesome. Let's see. I'm just curious. I'm reading some more questions. My why is because I felt fat and miserable, lost 22 pounds, and have a few more to go. Much, much better. I'm so glad, Linda. Why or wine? Haha. I like that, Austin. That's funny. What was my size at my heaviest weight? Sandra, this is Sandra this time. My biggest size ever, or before keto? Like, right before I started keto, I was in a size 12. I think my biggest size ever was a 16. And that was, you swim? Did you fall in? Ricky looks like he fell in the pool. I think he went swimming without me. Let's see. I think the heaviest ever in my life was a size 16. And that was probably a couple of years after I had both the kids. And I was miserable. And I was on a lifelong journey of ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. And I think I kind of fell in between 12 and 14. But before keto, like the year I started keto, I was back in a size 12 and I threw them suckers in the trash. And I will never be there again. And I have one, what we call our fat size, right? I have one pair of larger jeans, but it's only to put on every once in a while to say, damn, good job, girl. That's the only reason I keep them suckers. I will not go back. And it's not even about the size. It's about the fact that when I'm there, I'm 100% depressed and 100% sad, 100% hiding from life, 100% not myself. It's not about the size. It's about the fact that I know when I'm there, everything in my life is horrible. So I will never, ever go back. And I 100% keep my focus as far as tracking on my clothes. I don't get on the scales. I rarely get on the scales. Usually once a month, I'll get on there. And I usually, just like anybody else, it's like, dang. But the fact is, I'm still wearing the same size clothes and they're not tight. So what does it matter what the scale says? I'm still energized. I'm still sleeping like a baby. I'm still happy. So, you know, who cares? I really do judge my progress on my clothing. My want is to play with my Chase, my 1-year-old granddaughter, and to walk around and do things with her. That's awesome, Jennifer. I love it, guys. Be thinking about your why. If you don't know it and you can't just throw it off the tip of your tongue, be really thinking about it. Keep it in focus on a daily basis. And pray for help, because guys, this is a real thing. Like, this is not always easy. It definitely is not easy. I know it's not easy. And I've prayed for help. I've prayed for help. I pray for all things. So definitely fix it. Keep it there. Pam says, what's my favorite flavor of nat? Oh, goodness, Pam. That's a hard question. Oh, I just love them. They're all so good. I would say my very favorite one that I drink on a most every morning is one that everybody doesn't love, and it's Splash. It's a very mild, unsweet drink, and I'm not a big sweet drinker, so I love it in the mornings. It's called Splash. But I really enjoy them all. There's really not one I don't like. What is the best way to get started? I see that, Christy, and I'm going to send you a message. Sandra was 22 and now she's a 12-14. That is amazing. Give Sandra some hearts. That's awesome. Let me check out this oven real quick. I don't want to burn my cheese. Oh, guys, it looks good. Let me pull this out and show it to you. Move this out of the way. Ricky's out there talking to somebody. I think he's got these boys. They got just as many friends as we do, don't they? Oh my gosh, I almost burned myself. That's not smart. Oh, this looks good. I mean, look at that. I am done. And I'm ready to eat now. So I'm gonna, guys, jump off here. If I can help you, just let me know. I know I'm sounding a little hoarse too. I think that's because we went to this place called Tootsie's in Panama City, and we sang and we danced and we had the best time. We was jumping and screaming, and I mean, oh my gosh, my throat is so dry. It's because I sang so much this weekend. We had such a great time. Guys, thank you also for keeping us in your prayers as we traveled this week. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to jump off here and get this ready. If I can help you all, just send me a message and I'll talk to you later. Bye.